Hello, Brickster bots. My name is Jack, and I've been a game master since 2017, and I've been using Lego as a medium for my tabletop games since even longer. Today's topic is on movement. This isn't about your player's speed or a rogue's cunning action. This is actually about moving physically and mentally. When I got home from college, I had only played in one Dungeons and Dragons campaign. We had only met maybe 4 or 5 times before it eventually fell apart at level 4, as they often do. And I fell in love with the game. But unfortunately, when I got back home, I had no one who could run a session for me. So I bought the Dungeon Master's Guide, I bought the Monster Manual and the Player's Handbook, and I just started reading. The first campaign that I ever ran was for my girlfriend at the time, my brother, his girlfriend, a church friend who was actually a dungeon master for over 40 years, and my mom. Yes, I was very cool. Um, I had to take the initiative. You could say that I was the one who had to first start the round of combat up here in my brain. I did many things wrong, though. I didn't really understand spell slots, and I didn't really understand multi attack rules. Also, in an act of DM retaliation, I killed my mom's player character after she looked up a riddle on her phone. She is still salty about this. Um, but I'm also going to be honest with you. Uh, I stole the narrative of the campaign from the first DM that I ever played with. The party was called to a small town that was under siege by a necromancer and some zombies and skeletons that the necromancer had raised from the local graveyard. And again, it's not the most original idea to begin with, but I still stole it. Granted, I was just learning D&D, so I'm giving myself a pass on this one. I used what I knew. Thankfully, I had my friend Kirk, as I mentioned. He had been playing for over 4 decades. He was incredibly knowledgeable about the game and offered help whenever I asked. I realized that this is a luxury that few DMs usually have, but I was blessed with a mentor who could indirectly coach me. That leads to my first takeaway, which is find a mentor. This is someone who's volunteering their time to help better you. And note, this is not a counselor. Counseling is a topic that I will get into in a later video. I ran that campaign for about a year before it eventually fizzled out. By the end, it was just my girlfriend and Kirk. Our last encounter involved leading a group of rangers into the lair of a green dragon. I drew up this map, and after every encounter, the grove would shift and change, and the pathways that they came in from were no longer there. It was really fun. My players controlled a group of rangers that were using bows and ballista. They eventually reached the waterfall lair of the green worm, and it was a blast. And even though I had planned for more, it was a satisfying ending to the adventure. What I'm getting at here is this. In order to get things moving, you have to move. There's a Bukowski quote that fits perfectly with this. I was waiting for something extraordinary to happen, but as the years wasted on, nothing ever did unless I caused it. If you want something done, then guess what? You have to work for it. There's no easy way around it. These things will test you. I don't like tooting my own horn, but I'm going to do it. At the end of 2024, I was over 200 pounds. I had been 230 pounds a few years prior, but I was working in a warehouse at the time. and I was trying to cook my own meals and choose healthier options. When I started my job back in November of 2024, I knew I had to do something more to change my weight. Again, I was blessed with a coworker who was a personal trainer at the time. I told him my predicament, and he suggested a workout plan. I had never been to the gym ever, so stepping into that space was definitely outside of my comfort zone. The first week I went 3 times, but I knew that I could do more. Soon I was going about 5 times a week. I did a lot of cardio, and I began weight training. For the first few months, though, I saw practically no change on the scale. Then I started tracking my calories. Boom! Everything changed. But even that wasn't easy. For the first month, I was constantly over my daily limit. But I eased into it, and hey, I got better. You never are going to be an expert at something when you first start out. Whether it's running a game for 6 people or hitting the treadmill, just keep trying. Day by day, you will find your stride. Thanks again for watching this video. If you like this content and want to appease the eldritch algorithm gods, you know what to do. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, and ring that bell icon. Over on Wednesdays, I'm going to be streaming here on YouTube, showing some of my painting processes, and I'd love to see you around. Let's build something cool together, guys. Bye.